IndyCar weekend in Newton, Iowa wrapped up today with the Hy-Vee Salute to Farmers 300. Banking on an exciting day on the track, folks like Governor Kim Reynolds and Mark Wahlberg came out alongside former IndyCar winner Marcus Ericsson. The Oakland Craig Knights girls basketball team is ranked 5th in C2, and that's for good reason. The Knights enter tonight's match undefeated at home, and they host West Point Beamer. Grounded cross into Uchan Harberts, who puts in the goal just 3 minutes into the game. It's a tap in, and they're up 1-0. Now 26 minutes to go in the game. The score is now 2-1 Western Christian, and the Wolfpack will get themselves a free kick on the edge of the 18-yard box after that foul. And check this out, guys. Look at this curler. It's good. Big goal for the Wolfpack. Now, Zachary Minderhound is the one who claims it, puts in that beauty. Home team goes up 3-1, and the celebrations wouldn't stop there. Final kick of the game, get the water and the Gatorade out, dumping it over head coach as Western Christian punches their ticket to Des Moines. The skies are clear, there's no snow on the ground, and I'm not wearing a jacket, so that can only mean one thing. Spring ball season is here, and it's in full force at Hubbard Park. Here we go. Joseph Newgarden, the favorite to win back-to-back races. And that's how Newgarden's day began, with a strong lead, but it wouldn't last. On lap 235, something goes wrong with the number 2 car. State championship day in classes 2A and 1A for IGH SAU Girls State Basketball, as Central Lyon and Newell Fonda sit just 1 win away from ultimate glory. It would stay tied at 7s into halftime, but Northwestern has life out of the locker room on the opening possession. Moser faking out the defense and the camera. Look at this. Goodbye once again. 64-yard touchdown. 14-7 lead. Buck star Giannis Antetokounmpo is towering over Milwaukee. American sports writer Grant Wall has died while covering the World Cup. Members of the U.S. media say Grant fell back in his seat during the Argentina versus Netherlands match Friday. The announcement on Houlihan's Instagram comes just a day before the U.S. track and field trials begin for the Tokyo Olympics. According to her post, she was informed of the positive test in January of this year. For the first time since 1983, Northwestern claims the NAIA National Championship 35-25, capping off a historic season for an unforgettable group.
One thing I kept trying to impress upon them is when you become parents, you need to be involved with your children, and they were listening.
And now at South Sioux City's new sports complex, Coach Greer can see her dream turn into reality.
We were playing on a teeny tiny field. So it had always been one of my goals to play on a big field, to have the boys on the big field. So we're there.
The 2022 FIFA World Cup is coming to a close, and 2 brothers from South Dakota got to experience the tournament in person. However, their decision to travel halfway across the world wasn't only because the United States was playing. It's our top story at 10.
I've been following the World Cup since like 2014. 2018 came around, and it happened to be on while, our dad was passing away. He was on hospice, and every morning we get up and say, all right, who's playing today? And
Dustin and Preston Pratt spent the final moments with their father while the 2018 World Cup was unfolding.
Every morning we would look forward to it. It was awesome. So that was really my first, this sport is incredible. If that wasn't happening, I don't even know what we would have done. So it was pretty fortunate that we at least had that memory together. It was the only element of joy in a very sad time.
On July 4th, 2018, Mitch Pratt lost his battle with cancer. 1 year later, Dustin approached his brother with an idea.
I'm like, Preston, where's this at? We got to go the next time around. And we looked it up, and it was in Doha, and Preston had the same response.
I did a quick Google search, and I was like, Doha, Qatar? No, we're not going to the Middle East to watch a soccer tournament.
Preston was, of course, resistant, but a little persuasion and a trip to Israel in there, and he finally agreed.
Dustin and Preston planned a trip to visit Jerusalem, Petra, and ultimately ending up at the heart of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. A day prior to traveling, the brothers decided they would honor their late father.
Our dad, right before he passed away, gave us pocket watches. It's got a picture of us in there, and then we took those chains from the pocket watches and we wore them to every game.
The brothers had the pocket watch chains blessed in Jerusalem before traveling to Qatar.
There's the anointment slab where Jesus' body was prepared in the church, and so we were able to go there, have that blessed on that stone, and then we wore it to all the games.
In Qatar, the Pratt brothers shared their story with people from all walks of life.
It was great to just have these human interactions, everyone there is like fired up and there to like, you know, have a good time and support. So you can have like in-depth conversations with these people that normally maybe wouldn't be approachable just because we're all gathered for the same reasons.
Anyone that, you know, kind of found out why we were there was like, it's bigger than soccer.
After 12 days and 5 World Cup matches in the Middle East, Dustin and Preston returned home, and the near 10,000 miles in the air gave them time to reflect on their journey.
Along the way, I had really been like taking it in. So I've had all these like moments to just like, I can't believe we're here and doing this.
Like, dude, we just saw a world wonder. We just saw Jerusalem. We just went to a World Cup match. Like, how many people in their lives can say they've done any of that?
Jason Takhtadjian, KCAU 9 News.